You may not know the time or the hour, but they are doing it all day long, and they are doing it all 24/7, 365. That's what you can be sure of. Now, and they like to have somebody on the other line either watching them do it or hearing them do it. And luckily for us, we can just hear it and we don't have to keep seeing it. Because, baby, that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother video. And I think I know it's me. Welcome back to another video. So I want to just hop right into it because I tried to make this video earlier, did too much talking. So boom, number one thing, you have to be available. You have to be available. As I have jumped back into things, mind you, I started from scratch, guys. I got banned. Yes, me. Yes, banned. From my number one money making website. I had to start from scratch. New character, no reviews, no nothing. No dollars. I started from scratch, but what had to happen in order for me to make that money, I had to be available to get the calls. Now, there was a time period where I took a trip, got on an airplane, jet set away, and I had some time away from those toddlers, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna use this time to be a catalyst to jump back into these phone lines. So what did I do? I jumped back into the phone lines, and I honestly forgot that this was my plan because I was also having fun. I was vacationing. I was having a kid-free, semi-kid-free vacation, and boom, I forgot to put that work in, put that time in. But what happened? Because I was available, I got calls. So what happened? I made $160 in 2 days without even freaking trying, because when the phone rang, I was going to take that call, and I did take that call. And I worked on another app as well, which I'm coming out with a guide for this app, so stay tuned for that. It may be in the description by the time this video comes out. But this app is very simple, very easy for anyone to get started. It is a lot less, how about the word? It's more like, it's super easy to start, but it is less money than like actually setting up on some of these other websites. This is a phone app. You can do it from your phone. It does require that you use your real pictures, or you must have pictures of a model with their ID, which you can purchase, which if you need that, the website list is available. But anyways, yeah, so I was working on that app, and like I said, it's easier to kind of tune into that one because it's an app, you get notifications. And so I was making money on that app, and then boom, I forgot I was on the lines to be able to get calls. I was getting calls. I made $160 in 2 days. But you have to be available. And sometimes, especially if you're a mom, whether that be of kids, whether that be of pets, whether that be if you have a husband, a boyfriend, a doodad, a roommate, you know, a situationship, you have to realize that you and your mind are going to have to make time to take these calls, because if you are not available, you will not take them. In the time before that I was not available, I could not take the calls. So that is step one. You have to make yourself available, even if you are not like fully like, okay, I'm ready, because you're never really going to be ready. But just set yourself to available. You don't even have to have the perfect profile and everything like that. Of course, yes, branding, setting up, marketing, making it look good is going to be cool. But just put some words on there, throw it out there, and get started, bro. Get started, bro. Okay, the next thing is having a character persona, having a character backstory, having a character bio. One of the calls that I encountered coming back into this was a guy. He basically was into what we call feminization. Feminization is like just what it sounds like. It's somebody wants you to make them more feminine through a variety of different ways. This is not my favorite topic because to me, I don't really get it. Even though I get it, I don't really get it. And it's just something that like it's very subjective, you know, because this guy, he wants to be a woman or he wants to turn into a woman, but they all have different ways of wanting that. So this guy, he was into like the panties. So he's like trying me low key, like, oh, are you really good at this? Oh, do you really know what you're doing? Oh, have some confidence. And because I was solid in, first of all, who I am as a phone actress, even though I do not really like this category, I'm not really confident at this category as much as I am at some other ones. Excuse me, y'all. But I was able to stand my ground because I know my girl who I'm playing. I know where she's from. I know what she does. I know her backstory, her fake scenarios in my mind. I know all of this stuff about her. And so, with that being known, I can stand on that. When you are not confident in yourself or your character, it's going to show up in your voice. You're going to be stuttering. You're going to be shaky. You're going to seem uncertain. But when you can say, okay, I have Ashley. Ashley is 25. Ashley is from Minnesota. Ashley is in nursing school. Ashley has a thing for her professor, and her professor introduced her into, domination world, and he wanted her to dominate him. And when you have that, even though it seems silly, because it's like, okay, but you shouldn't be coming up with this stuff on the fly. You should know Ashley like the back of your hand. You should know Ashley better than you know yourself, because guess what? You're creating Ashley. You are Ashley's creator. You're the author and finisher of Ashley, so you should know her ins and outs more than anything. And when you know that, you will know how to handle any customer, any call without folding. Because a lot of times what I see is people get nervous and they fold, and so, or they get hung up on and they take it personal. It's not personal. You're gonna get hung up on, but you're gonna also have some calls that last so long that you want the customer to hang up on you. You're gonna have 3, 4, 5 hour calls, and doing stuff like that is going to make you a whole lot more money, and it's going to allow you to create different aspects for your character. So rather than just always just talking on the phone, you can make short little stories that you can sell. You can send out paid mail that you can, like, they have to pay to open. You can have different aspects of her life and her story that you share. It has nothing to do with you. So there's no reason for you to be nervous. There's no reason for you to be embarrassed. There's no reason for you to feel any type of way other than let's get this money. Okay, baby. Okay, let's get this money. Also, that's another thing I'll say on a side note. You can practice, and within my course I talk about websites where you can practice some of these characters before you fully commit. A lot of times you may think that you want to do something and you're not comfortable with it. You may think you have a voice or an accent that's going to work, and it's not really for you. I talk about this example all the time. I tried to bust out with a country accent one time. I could not hold it. I started doing Jamaican accents. It crossed over into like all type of different stuff, and I could not hold that. The same thing goes for you. Like, whether it be an accent, whether it be you think you want to be this dominatrix. You heard of FinDom, and now you're like, oh, I want to be a financial dominatrix. You have no idea how to be a financial dominator. You have not taken our course. You have not read any articles. You have not watched any YouTube videos. Or you watched a YouTube video, but you did not test this out for yourself. You did not, in our Patreon group, which shout out to the Patreon group, and I'm actually about to do, that reminds me, I need to do the poll tonight. We are starting a new series in our Patreon where we're going to be deep diving into some of these topics and some of these kinks and things like that, so that when we go out here on the phones, we are confident and we are well versed. So that's one thing you can do, is like get into a community like mine or like some of the other ones out here, and really surround yourself with people who are doing the same thing as you, for one, who can critique you and help you to get better, for 2, and for 3, who will hold you accountable for if you have or have not started. But anyways, what I was saying all that to say is, in our Patreon series, we did a financial domination series, and what the thing is with a lot of us is that I'm gonna say y'all because I almost shut y'all. Anyways, y'all know I was trying to stay focused. Okay. A lot of things with y'all is that y'all think that it's just asking for money, like, give me the money and being mean, and it is, but it's like so much deeper than that. There's different types of meanness that you can entail. I can give a good example that I always use. Helps. The lighting is good. That's why I was like, okay, let me make a little video for the girls. I've been away, but I've been back on the line. I've been getting money. And I got a lot of surprises and things, so y'all know, y'all like, oh, she been gone. Does she even? Yes. But there's one of them right now. I got these, and they keep me busy. Y'all know, I told y'all they keep me busy. But let me show you an example. Hey, baby, say hey. Hi, mama. Hey, baby. Okay, so let me show y'all this example. It's a good example. TT, mama. It's not TT. Okay. Ursula. Lana. It's not TT Lana. Maleficent. Evil Queen. These are all different type of dominant villain women. Their styles are different. Their ways are different. Their reasons for different. One of it is about envy. One of it is about revenge. One is it about, just revenge and a little bit of envy and a little bit of, wanting to be the king herself. You know what I'm saying? This one right here, she my fave. She my fave because she, she just doesn't know better. Nobody does better than Maleficent. Okay. So anyways, I said all that to say, I gave that example to show, baby, you got to find your approach when it comes to that sort of thing. And you got to know that. You got to be solid. And that comes from having a character backstory. When I bust on the scene as a dominatrix diva. And she had a story behind her. And I can tell y'all this now because she's R.I.P. that girl. She's not the model herself, but the character. She grew up in a coffee shop. Her family owned a coffee shop. She's from Australia. Her family owned a coffee shop. And hold on, baby. Hold on. Let me count my son. Anyways, hold on. Okay, but yeah, she was introduced to domination stuff by a family friend, and from there she just really got into it. She moved to Miami, based off of that, and she wanted to open a chain of Airbnbs. That was her dream. So every customer found out about what her dream to open Airbnbs. Every customer found out about what that she was introduced to this from a family friend, and that she don't have no job. Her lifestyle is supported. So you as a customer coming in, what else is you gonna do besides support her lifestyle? She's from Australia. She don't got time for that. She lives in Miami. She lives a fast life. She's a hot girl. You know what I'm saying? So you see what I'm saying? It's easy for when somebody calls and they're like, oh, you know, do you really know what you're doing? Are you really that girl? And I could be like, baby, don't you ever consider that you can even ask me questions without first understanding that I am always the answer. You know, like, but if I come in stumbling like, oh, I really don't know. What would Maleficent do? Okay, so the moral of that story, the point of that reason was you have to have a backstory and character. You have to develop it, character development. You are an author as well as you're an actress. You're the director, the producer, all of this stuff. So get confident and live your wildest dream with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a fantasy of your own, maybe, or you have an idea of your own or a lifestyle of your own that you've always wanted to explore it through this and be making money along the way. Okay, so the last reason, because this is going to be quick. This is just 3 reasons why you may not be making money in the phone actors well and the sugaring realm. And it really, I'm all about the virtual sugaring, going out and meeting these guys at bars and dressing up and do all that. Don't ever tell nobody I told you to do that shit, because I never did and I never will. That shit is too dangerous. And anyways, that's a whole nother topic that you ask somebody else about, not me. But anyways, okay, so lost my train of thoughts. Okay, so the third reason is that you are splitting hairs. You're splitting hairs. What is splitting hairs? I'm gonna put what splitting hairs is right here. Basically, what I take it to mean, you worry about the wrong thing, you worry about the wrong thing, is you worried about little unimportant shit. You're worried about all the wrong things. I'm sorry, I got something like on my eye. You are really like focusing on minute details and not the big picture. And the big picture is come up with a persona, give her a name, make a little short bio for it, put it on one of these websites that actually work. Don't get scammed. Don't try to just do a whole bunch of different websites. Stick to 2 or 3. 1 to start off with. Turn on your phone lines, turn on your chat lines, and take the calls and respond to the messages. Like, just do it. Some of y'all be worried about, you know, I mean, I can't even, just so much other shit that really don't matter. Or you be procrastinating and overthinking and, oh, well, should I go with this girl or should I go with that girl? Or with this name or should I go with that name? Or should I do this category or should I do that category? And what if a customer wears a pink bathing suit but it's raining outside and it's Tuesday and I left my umbrella? Like, for real, like, you just have to put yourself out there, and you just have to have a certain level of patience with it if you're a beginner, but also don't let doubt creep in and tell you, oh, it's not working, or oh, I'm not doing it right. Because especially if you come in from up under me or around me in my vicinity, or you should know what to do, and you should know that this is possible and it can work, because I'm not going to lead you down the wrong path when it comes to this. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. I just had somebody who, I can't wait for y'all to meet her, because y'all going to meet her. She did a $3,000 day. I want to say that's that's one of the biggest ones that I've seen in one day. One call. Crazy money. And this is somebody who y'all going to have access to as well. That's what I say. I'm sorry for y'all to meet her, but stay tuned. But anyways, I said that to say, you have to have patience, but you also cannot have doubts, like telling you, oh, this doesn't work, maybe this is for me, and then you switch to doing so many other stuff, or you get sucked back into that 9 to 5. That's a lot of y'all's problem as well. Like, you're so used to having a guaranteed check from these jobs. And I'm not gonna talk down on the 9 to 5 life so much, because So I'm not gonna talk down on y'all 9 to 5s that y'all love sometimes, but what I will say is this: your 9 to 5, a lot of y'all know it can't be your only. That can't be your sole income source. So when you come over here to something that is a bit different, it is not a hustle, because we make the bag chase us. We don't chase the bag, we make the bag chase us. I don't know if I've been saying that enough lately. I don't know if y'all been hearing that enough lately. Don't chase the bag, make the bag chase you. At least over here. Now, when you go to that 9 to 5 and you have to hit that alarm clock, you have to get in that car. No, wait. You have to brush your teeth and you have to do some makeup, put on the clothes, get your coffee, get your tea, and then get in the car and drive. Chase that bag. Chase it. Chase it. But when you come over here to the realm of pretty and pink and profiting, we don't chase bags. We allow the bag to chase us. And so what I said all of that to say is this: a lot of y'all are wanting this to be a guarantee. You want me to tell you how much money you're going to make by 12 p.m. and when the customer will call and how long they're going to stay on the phone for. And it's like, I don't know. I just talked to a... Listen, y'all got to get on the Patreon. There's certain things I can't stay on here, but I just talked to a guy who literally within one phone call, now he could have been exaggerating, 3 times in one call, he reached the heights. 3 times. I didn't know that was possible. Does anybody care about their health? Like, what's going on? So, I don't know when these guys are going to pull it and do it, but I can tell you this: it is oftentimes, many and multiple times throughout the day. You may not know the time or the hour, but they are doing it all day long, and they are doing it all 24/7, 365. That's what you can be sure of. Now, and they like to have somebody on the other line either watching them do it or hearing them do it. And luckily for us, we can just hear it and we don't have to keep seeing it. Because, baby, that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother video. And I think y'all gonna like that one. But anyways, I said all that to say, what did I say all that to? Where was I going with that? I remember where I was going. This is not a W-2. Like I said, I made $160 in 2 days off of one website, not even trying, like not doing anything except picking up my phone and running outside to my sister's apartment complex hallway and staying on the phone for, I think I had one call that was an hour, one call that was 15 minutes, and like some other stuff in between. And I had somebody I was chatting with, literally one person I was chatting with that started it all. So it's unpredictable, yes, but it's predictable money if you do it every day, all the time. Because, like I said, they're doing this all day, every day. And you're putting yourself into a position with these websites where you are where the traffic is. So you can... That's a whole nother video. We're not going to get off topic. We're not going to talk off topic. Did I even give y'all the third reason? I think that is the third reason. Oh, yeah. Splitting the hairs. Like, you're worried about the wrong things. You're trying to treat it as if it's a 9 to 5, and it's not. There will be some times, some days where I have made $600 to $800 within the first part of my day. There have been some other days where I'm fighting to get to 150, and I'm ready to give up, and then boom, things turn around. That is the nature of what we're doing. But guess what? Those $800 days make up for any day where I struggled a little bit to get where I wanted to be at. As well as, this is off of one website. Now, I've mentioned before, I am not somebody who have ever just was needing, you know, a plethora of income and wealth, or I didn't look at it that way in the past. So I was only working on one side. I was satisfied with what I had, especially once I started my business with my own very own digital product. And, you know, I had support of my man, I had support of other businesses and income streams and stuff like that. So you can do a lot more than what I've done in the past, as far as working on multiple websites, creating your own website, creating an aspect of your character that maybe she has her own things that she sells, and you can direct the customer to sell to purchase something that she sells that is really just drop shipping. But listen, get in that Patreon, because baby, I'm taking it deep. I'm gonna just give y'all a preview, an idea of how I'm thinking, how I'm rolling, and you can take this if you wanted to, because I ain't scared, because can't nobody do it like how I'm gonna do it. You gonna do it your way, I'm gonna do it my way, and we both gonna eat. So let me tell you this. This is a bonus for the ones who are ready to move beyond the reasons why they haven't been making money and think of the way. So boom, boom, boom. Let's cut all the small talk. Okay, so I'm moving into, yes, working on the websites and the platforms. Website list available, course available in the description. Everything's available. Patreon available. Pretty Pink Profit on all platforms. But what I'm also doing is I'm moving on to being an independent phone actress, meaning I have my own website. I'm still using a model's pictures that I now own the rights to, have purchased the rights to, have age verification for. However, if you don't want to go through that process, you also have what? AI. I know you've been seeing it. You can make the money with the AI models once you're off of the website platforms, because then you're in your realm of there's not rules regulating what can be done so much. Make your own website, have your own phone line, have your own chat system, have your own thing where people purchase pictures directly from you. They take calls, your number's still anonymous, directly to you, and you get paid by the minute without the fees coming out, because these websites, yes, they take their percentage. They take their percentage because they're sending you all the traffic. The customers are there. With this method, you do have to generate your own traffic, but that's the beauty of it. That's the fun of it. That's the marketing of it. But get this. This was the big idea. I had a girl set up to where I was making her like an artist. Like, she's an artist. So what I did was, I can't believe I'm telling y'all this. What I did was I set her up with her own little website, her platform. I got some links off of Etsy, some pictures, some like prints, some art prints. I put them on her website. I told them, hey, I'm an artist. You like me? Because she was more like a girlfriend experience type girl. She wasn't like a dominatrix. She was more like I'm so into you. Oh, I want to support you. I want to get to know you. So set her up with art. These prints, so these Etsy prints, which let's just say, for example, $20 I'm paying for a Etsy print like the one I keep showing y'all with the villains. So I paid $25 for that. The customer, he want to support me, my print is $400. Shit. But not only do you get to support me, and you're thinking you're buying this girl's digital print that she made just for you, and they were a little like, I won't say they were explicit, but they were like, they fit the tone, they fit the mood. And put that out there. The customer purchased it from $400 to her. I'm paying $25 on Etsy. I got drop shipping basically going on, but it's drop shipping in a different capacity because this is my thing with drop shipping. I know I never really broke down the drop shipping for y'all. It's just because drop shipping comes with so much BS, and I never have truly mastered drop shipping to the point where I would teach y'all about it. The phone lines, yes. Digital products, yes. Selling stuff online in a different capacity, yes. But drop shipping, always ask me about drop shipping. I've done it, yes. I've been doing it since before it was even called drop shipping. But we're going to talk about it. We will eventually talk about it. But that is what I had going on with this girl. Basically, major drop shipping. Because the perceived value of it depends on the customer. So a guy who's interested in this girl who's already he's seen as a luxury type top-notch bitch, now she's selling art, and she's hand painted this art, and it's a little explicit. It's suiting his little fancy. He can put it up in his home. His wife can see it and not know about it, say, oh, that's a nice piece of art. Or he could just have it and do whatever with it. You see what I'm saying? And that's just to give you an idea of what's possible when you go independent with this. Because that's what I'm moving towards, independence. Is that enough for y'all, or do y'all want more? No, I'm just joking. But whatever you do want, let me know. I know my bed is a little messy right now, but this is the real. I'm in it. I know I didn't wake up and make up my bed because I'm in it. And what I'm also in, my motherfucking bag. I'm just kidding, y'all. But okay, yeah. So let me know what other stuff you want to see here from you guys. I'm gonna be bringing you a lot more content about this, as well as about digital products, because I have been in my digital product bag, and I know y'all see a lot of people are. We're in the digital product bag, and I feel like it's only right for me to bring it to you as well. The phone lines, like I said, I have a lot of students. Oh, I didn't say that in this video. I have some students who are coming up with their own guides, their own recipes for success, their own tips. Also, I have 2 people who I've passed the torch to when it comes to the profile setups, which I'm super excited to offer that to you. So stay tuned for that. If you guys have any questions, or you just want to talk live one-on-one, definitely get into our Patreon. We go live. We do Q&As. We have tips and tricks videos. We have, at this point, tons of stuff for you. If you just get in there today, you would not be able to watch everything we have in there today. There's depending on which tier you join, there's all of the webinars that we've ever did. There's our what do you call them, replays of our live streams that we do almost every week, almost once a week. Those replays are there. I have videos where I just share tips and tricks, and I have all of the example phone calls that I have recorded, so you can hear examples of what actually goes on when I talk on the phone. I think I have a couple here on YouTube, but I have all of them over there on the Patreon, so definitely check that out. Definitely stay tuned for what's next. And as always, I love you. Make sure you love yourself, and I will say again, don't chase the bag, make the bag chase you. I know you got all dressed up for the club.